All right, guys, today we're taking a look at the Yamiry Smart Door Knob. So this is the round version with the capability to use your fingerprint to open the knob, amongst a bunch of other ways to do it. So I'm going to show you all that. First, I'm going to show you how to install it, because that's definitely, of course, very important. And then I will also show you later on how to use the app. By the way, this whole kit comes with everything you need. So the only thing that you really need to provide is your own screwdriver or drill and 4 AA batteries. First thing you want to do, of course, is to install the strike box and plate, but since I already had a knob previously installed, I'm just going to use the one that I already have. So the next step after that, of course, would be to install the latch mechanism. Now, if you're new to this whole thing, installing a new knob, it may be daunting at first, but it's really quite a simple mechanism. Basically, you've got your 2 doorknobs, of course, and then running in between them will be this metal rod. So that's going to be twisting when you twist the doorknob, and then that rod goes through here, and essentially by twisting and turning it, it will translate to this going in and out. So we're going to install the latch first. All right, now that we have the latch mechanism screwed in, we're going to take our outside knob, so that's the one with the passcodes and whatnot, and we're going to insert that rod that we talked about right in there. And you'll see it'll click in like that. And at this point, you would also install the rubber, the rubber ring around here. So that's great if you're using this for, your front door. It's going to protect it from the elements and keep the water and ice outside. And now we install all the various screw casings and positioning columns. So we'll start with the screw casings. So this is where the screws go in. That keeps everything together. So there's going to be 3 of them. And then you've got your positioning columns that holds everything in place as well. All right, great. So we have all that going. And now we just stick this over on the outside of the door and thread the wiring through. So now we're gonna take our inside doorknob, and same thing with this. This has a rubber casing as well that you can place around it. And then once in place, as you may have guessed, we're gonna connect the wiring here. All right, perfect. And then you're just going to want to line up that metal rod there with the hole here. Boom. And then you would just screw everything in. Now, this doorknob is actually going to be in the way of the screw holes, so you will just want to remove this first. Now, it does come with the Allen key that will allow you to do so. So the hole is just on the side there of the knob, so you just unscrew that screw. All right, doorknob's off. And then we can proceed with inserting the 3 screws that holds everything in place. All right, knob goes back on. All right, look at that. All right, so you will also then, of course, before we test anything out, you're gonna need to put the batteries inside here. All right, so let's take a look at all the various features that will allow you to unlock it from the outside, and then we'll take a look at how the app works. All right, guys, so several ways to open this. For me personally, I got it because you can use your fingerprint on it. So this is something that you would set up in the app, which I'll show you later. But just like that, it recognizes it real easily. It's not a struggle at all. And you'll see that I can open it. Of course, you have the passcode option. So I'm set mine to 1234, and then you'll click that check mark. And there you go. By the way, it does come with a robot voice that tells you when it's locked and unlocked, amongst the various other things, but you can turn that off in the app if you don't want to hear that. All right, so that's the fingerprint, the passcode. Of course, you get the emergency key. So if none of this is working, or maybe you ran out of battery, of course, you can just use this guy to open it. And it also comes with a key fob that you can just place right there. And then boom. And then the last option is the app. So you press a big old button on the app and unlock it that way. So let's take a look at the app now. By the way, if you found this at all helpful, or if you've decided you want to purchase this thing, please consider using the links below. That would help me out a lot. Or subscribe to the channel and like the video. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys, so this is what the app looks like. So right when you open it up, you'll see this large blue circle, and that's how you're going to unlock. You just press and hold right there in the middle there. And then to unlock it again, press and hold. If you have auto lock on, that's how you're going to manually lock it. You'll also see right at the top right the battery life. So that's a really nice feature. It lets you know how long you have with the batteries. And then right below the circle, you'll see these notifications. So this is going to tell you not only who had unlocked the doorknob or locked them, but which method they had used. So that's a pretty cool feature, good for security, so you always know exactly who's tampering with the device. And then right below that is going to be one of the main features. So if you click on member, you'll show up automatically as a default, and then you can add, of course, your other family members so that they can set up their own fingerprints, passcodes, and things of that nature. So if I click into mine here, you'll see there's going to be the 3 options. So to add a fingerprint, it's super easy. You just, of course, go ahead, click add, click continue. And then it's kind of like how you set your fingerprint for your phone. You press add, and then you just have to touch it 5 times, and then you save it, and then you'll be good to go right after that. It'll start working right away. For the passcode, same idea, super simple. You just enter your passcode, 4 to 9 digits, give it a name, click save, and it'll start working right away. And then finally you have the card. So this is how you register the card. So you just click add here, and then you hold the card up to the reader, and then it'll recognize it within 2 to 3 seconds, and then you're good to go to use that key fob. And then back into the main page, so you can also set a temporary passcode. So if you click on temporary, you have the choice default to use a one-time passcode, which lasts for 6 hours. You can use a short-term passcode as well, so that lasts only 5 minutes. Or you can create your own custom passcode, which will allow you to create the passcode itself, but also set the times for when you want it to be active. And then finally, you go to the set options button there. So at the top, you'll see you have the choice to turn on remote unlocking and remote voice unlock. So that's all actually only available if you have the Wi-Fi gateway, which is sold separately, but something to keep in mind if you want to use Wi-Fi to control this thing. All right, so you'll also see passage mode there. So when you turn that on, essentially you can set the door to be unlocked for a certain amount of time. So you can set the time there, the start time, end time, and you can even set specific days. And then you'll see auto lock, which of course, if you have that on, once you unlock the door, it'll lock itself, and you can set the delay here using the auto lock delay to go as short as 5 seconds all the way up to 1 minute. Or you can turn auto lock off, and when you have it off, the only way to lock it is using the app right here, or you can hold the check mark for about 3 seconds and that will lock it. And then finally, this is where you turn the robot voice off using mute, or you can choose from low, normal, high, and also you can change the language here. All right, guys, so that's the Yamiry Smart Door Lock, the round knob version with the fingerprint, the passcode, keys and key fob, and the app capability. So definitely check it out today.